Alright, well, our session last time started off with John finally getting freed by the magical bonds that were attached to him. He slowly got up, and after a few more healing spells went over him from our group. Although it did seem like a small drop in a large pond, it was enough to get him moving. After he grabbed all his gear from the many piles of stuff around, the group noticed a small shimmer in the air, to which the amphitheater around them changed as the illusion magic died. They were still somewhere on a cliff, but they were inside an old, broken-down temple of some kind, and everything around them had succumbed to the elements long ago. While they were looting Endelin's lair, they saw John take a seat and somehow start to glow and magically heal himself. There were a few magical items found here and there, so everything was tossed into a pile to look at later. After John was almost back to normal, Hal went to check on this large cauldron in the room and was attacked by a spitting mimic. The fight went pretty good for almost everyone, but Hal, as he got covered in acid and went down, but with a quick action from John, of all people, he got back up and they went to work cutting down this creepy cauldron. After that, they all checked on the dolls that were scattered around them and tried to figure out who was there. The party's new companion, Hal, started calling out names of those he knew to be missing and found about 6 of the temple priests and priestesses were here. The last of John's friends, Zatanna, was not. While Hal and John were dealing with the dolls, the rest went over to the loot and found a fun few things. One was a large book that drew John's eye, and he picked it up with glee. Kargath could tell right away that it was demonic, but to John it looked like the best present ever. Our bard was also intrigued and went over to touch it, to which Constantine reacted by summoning his patron. Almost immediately, the mood shifted as this dark, glowing giant figure of a female celestial stood over guard over John. From the looks of his face, though, the party could tell that this wasn't what he was trying to do. John then stood in front of this giant figure and started to yell at her for a while. She just smiled and told the party to forgive her for scaring them, but the book they had just found is not for them to touch, ever. She then grabbed John by the collar and ported them both away somewhere. So it was back to the loot for the rest of the party. They found some potions, scrolls, a couple weird-looking dolls, 2 very nice books, and a small inky cauldron, a large pair of scissors, and some sort of flying contraption. Also, the fey creature Annie summoned informed them what was going on in Marzel, and was also given a fun secret room to which she learned quite a few interesting things. From there, they went to check out the magical mirrors that are spread around. And of course, they wanted to look at the one that was covered and tied up. With a quick note touch from John as he was sent back to the group, he informed them that it was called a demon glass, and that it had a mirror demon realm trapped inside of it, and that they will eventually have to deal with that, but probably best not right now. Annie and Alric really wanted to check out the rest of them, though, so they packed up all the dolls and put them into their bag of holding, after making sure they were actually constructs and weren't going to suffocate and all that fun stuff, to deal with later. Of these 7 mirrors, only 3 were left working. They decided to go through one that had a little bit of light coming through, and as they stepped through, they found themselves back in their toy shop. They were then reunited with the house, and when it found out that they had killed Endelin, it asked them if it wanted them to be its new tenants. So a contract appeared, and after some discussion, everyone except for John, because he said fuck that, signed the contract. They were now the proud tenants of a house on the back of a shell of a very large dragon turtle. So, after this, they went back through the mirror and into the next one. Here they found themselves in a very large cave, and it had some sort of anti-magic field around it. Oh, and they found the missing portal that the planet had been missing for quite a while inside. And that's where our session ended. And I believe we also had Clark contact Chester and informed him what was going on and that you guys needed some help ASAP. So that's where you guys are now, coming back through that portal. What would you like to do?
So are we back in the old rundown
You're in the
theater,
old...
like the illusion one?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And did Clark already... Somebody got all the dolls already, right? From that one?
Yes, they're all in the bag of holding currently.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you know about who 6 or 7 of them are. That's about it. And you still have all the dolls that are in the actual theater that you haven't done anything with. So yeah, and with you is still John and Deadman. Clark will...
I don't even know where to start with all the dolls.
I know. Clark will inform you of what he told Chester, so that help is eventually on the way. I can't remember if he let you guys know that as soon as you guys killed Endolin, that whatever magical worm-type creatures were in... I think it was like 4 or 5 people you were told. Lady Tandrin... who else had them?
Orator.
Abigail, Orator. I think there was a few people. As soon as you killed Endolin, they all went away. And that Tandrin had, I think, 3 in her. So what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to go to one of my church and start returning some of the people.
Okay.
With some of the dolls.
Okay. So you want to try and find the bodies of the people that are in the dolls that you know. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Which was, I will remind you, the head priest of Axiom, head priest of Braxis, Seti, Ceres, Terra, and Vox were all in front of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I mark each one so I don't fuck it up?
They're currently in the bag of holding. You'd have to bring them all out and figure out who they are again. But yes.
Isn't bag of holding, if you think of what you want, it just comes to you in hand?
Yes, but I don't know if that would work because they all are identical dolls. The bag wouldn't know whose soul is currently inside, I don't believe.
That'd be a nifty loophole.
It would be a nifty loophole. How about you stick your hand in and give me a... What would you even roll for that?
Check.
I'd probably... I'd just go with a straight Arcana.
$15?
15's enough to say, yeah, we'll say that the bag somehow knows exactly which doll you're looking for. Sure.
Yes.
Yep.
It's going to make my life so much easier.
A little bit easier. You could also just pour them all out and say, which one are you? Or who's this person? Who's that person?
Yeah. Thank you if you're... Can we go to my temple first?
Okay.
If anyone else has anything else I want to do.
Did you want to grab... Clark would probably say he'd want to grab the rest of the other dolls.
Yeah.
Because you guys have been here for well over an hour.
That's right, maxes or permanently reduced. Like, do I need a short rest? Nothing I can get from a short rest.
Yeah, you would know that most of you guys have used most of your spells. And key points. The only one that I think is doing okay is John.
Yeah, I've only got a couple of first levels left.
Yeah, John got himself a full rest when he got portered away.
Did Whitney?
I'm wondering that too because I'm showing my full health and everything, so I don't.
I don't think you really used any spells, did you? I think most were cantrips.
You didn't get
conjured
close. I know that
a
much. You just
creature.
get distance.
But
What are your
I don't
spells
remember
like?
if that was last time or the time before. I only have 2 spell slots as a
You only
warlock,
have 2.
but
I'm
I
gonna.
mostly use cantrips though.
You'd get one back from your staff.
Yeah.
So we'll just say you used your charge of your staff to get that spell slot back.
Okay.
Yep, that'll work. Yeah, you wouldn't have got a rest at all, even though you're.
Yeah, I typically don't just presumptuously do that, so I don't know if.
Yeah, the good thing with the warlock though, you only need a short rest to get your spells back. So.
Which we could have just had then anyway.
Yes
For
and
being
no.
different hour. Light
You
work duties.
haven't-
Looting.
You've still been searching and looking though, because you were 45 minutes walking around till you found the portal, and then another walk back. So
That's right.
that's not really a short rest because you're still actively searching and keeping an eye out.
Did we take a rest when we were at the house because we took the portal
You
into
weren't
the
there
house
long.
after that?
Yeah,
We
you
weren't?
pretty
Okay.
much went in there, signed a contract, said, "Well, we know where this portal is, goes," and you guys came back and went into the other one.
Okay.
Yep. You haven't had much time of rest, no. But now you have a house to go to. Okay, so you want to go to the Temple of Lunara. Okay. Anyone else have any plans? John, you can tell he also wants to take a look at the other dolls to see who's in them. But he is more focused on trying to find Mento or Zatanna.
But since we're just walking and looking mainly.
Yep.
Is it possible to just have a clock out, just walking with them, just sort of take short rest?
If you guys want to take an hour somewhere and not do
I
anything.
assume we're going to end up walking around for an hour trying to find people. So if I'm deliberately just clocking out, just not paying attention, just following the crowd, trying to follow them as best as possible. Because I'm out of key points, and I'm
I know, yeah.
nearly
You little.
just of half health. So I'm not in the best of shape.
Yep. Do you need any healing? What do you have health-wise? Like, how are you looking?
I'm just going to use hit die.
Okay, because
If you
Clark
have a short
still
rest.
has a couple spells, but okay. So you're basically looking for a short rest at some point, quick. Okay, you still need an hour for that, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
We could go for lunch. It is probably about lunchtime.
Yep. You guys got there fairly early. You do know that I think the lunar eclipse, one of them was going to happen within a few hours, but it hasn't yet. Yep. So
Yeah, we are
from
on
your
it.
perspective, it's probably close to 11-ish. But if well, since we don't have a clerk in Kargath, Alric, give me a history roll, please.
History.
Yeah. To see if you remember what happens the last time you left a hag's lair.
Shoot, I'm not in a tabletop. 1 sec.
No problem.
Never ruined the game.
Nope, you're not even in Roll20.
Ah.
I know, you probably remember what happened when you finally left Abigail's lair. 15. You would remember that time is a little different in a hag's home. And that it's sped up usually outside.
You'd be better off taking the short rest here. Was that what you're saying?
Well,
No, if it's sped up outside, we're better off taking short rest outside, because otherwise a lot of time could pass.
you were with Abigail for maybe a half an hour, and 4 hours had passed outside. Just as a reminder.
How long were we in here for?
Well over an hour.
So the entire day could have passed outside.
But you've also gone from a house to a lair, so who knows? You were also 45 minutes in the portal, and then like at least another hour here, so you've been a while. Close to 2 hours between the time you got here and started fighting.
So we've because time works a bit weird with Hank's last time with Abigail. No, neither of you met Abigail. Anyway, we were there for half hour, if that. Feel like half the day went by outside. And we've been here a lot longer, so I have no idea how long it's actually passed, but it's probably quite a while.
Annie, you would know that you've heard
Now
about
that we've
things happen.
found John, are we still on as much of a time crunch?
Not with him, no. Nope.
Okay.
My brain's sitting there thinking we're still on a time crunch for the people that will be stuck inside the bodies because they don't eat or drink or sleep.
And you have no idea what's going on with their bodies or where they are.
Eclipse.
Yeah.
Because when we broke the other dude out of his trance by breaking his spell with his dude, he came back and he hadn't slept for days.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And that's a dude with, I'm taking a guess, a higher level of constitution as a player.
Yep. And you also
So
remember
if we
that...
think just random people,
Yes.
we can't be doing too well with them.
And something weird was going on in the Temple of Vox.
So grab dolls, head to temple.
Well, I was going to start clearing out temple because that was the whole reason I came out.
Yeah. Do we have to go through the theater with the other dolls anyway?
You can either go back to the city through either of the two portals.
We can go back to the theater or back to the house.
The theater, you would remember, is like right on the outskirts of the Temple of Vox district.
We still need to pick up the dolls from the theatre.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah, the dolls that are sitting there. If we're gonna portal to that theater anyway, we can just grab them on the way to the temple.
Clark's all for getting the other dolls.
Does Clark have Mage Hand?
Does Clark have Mage Hand? I don't think he does, no. Let me look. No. That is not one of his cantrips. Let me check with John. Nope. And definitely not Kargath. Nope. Okay. Well, John's going to look at everybody and go, well, you know what I want to do? I really need to find Zatanna and Mento. They are powerful magic users. If someone's in control of their body, I can't guarantee what's going to happen.
So they're not here in the dolls we've already taken?
No, you didn't. You know, Mento is in the theater.
Which we'll just take them to, can't we?
Yeah. That's where you guys, I think, we're going to go planning on going next.
Yeah.
But you have not found her yet. And you left Sargon. He went to bed because he was exhausted. He was at your inn.
Yeah, he's taking our room.
Yeah. So yes. So if you guys wanted to move to the theater, we can. If that is your next place to go.
Can we go to the theatre?
Yes. Let's move to the theater map. We'll bring everybody again. Onward. Well, actually, it's only one step backwards, but yes. Alright. Back in the theater. You will notice that none of the dolls have moved. Let's get rid of all the people we don't need. Dead man's the only extra bonus there. Okay. And you guys would remember that this one here in the corner was a Mento. And as you guys all appear, all the dolls that you can see in front of you start to stir. And give me perception checks, please. Cleric's got a 9. Nope, Cleric got a...
I rolled a 17. I don't know if that comes through or not since I'm not in roll 20.
Yeah, that's fine. 17's good.
Look at her driving D&D at the same time.
I know.
I have my phone propped up on my GPS thing, and I can just click the buttons. It's fine.
That's fun. Okay.
Even then you hear the indicator come across.
Yeah.
All right. I'll roll for Kargath. Everyone but you rolled terrible. Annie, you are the only one who picks up. You can smell and see a little smoke.
Mm.
Does
it smell like it's coming from inside the theater or from outside?
You'd be able to smell it. It's not the theater itself, but it's definitely in and around the general vicinity. And your perception also picked up as you guys started to walk closer and closer and closer. In the middle of the theater, you see a head pop out. In the middle of the orchestra pit, a head pop out of a small little, secret door-ish, notice you guys, and then go back in and hear a click.
Annie still's gonna twitch a little bit. Something's burning. We probably need to hurry. But also, someone's here. And point at the orchestra pit.
So is a secret door to the ground, not to outside?
This one seemed to go down. John's just going to look at Dead Man and tell Dead Man go down. And you're going to see Dead Man just vanish into the floor. I'll just move him out of the way.
Can I conjure a fey creature and send it to start picking up the dolls and putting them in the bag?
If you wanted to just burn a spell slot and to do that instead of just doing it yourself, sure.
Well, I didn't know. Okay, yeah, I'll wait. Or Clark has the bag of holding.
He does, yeah. Clark, you can tell he's just gonna fly over and just start grabbing them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was too afraid
Yep.
that try to stab me as I tried to grab him.
Yeah, you can see most of these. Clark is doing the same thing as before, talking and telling them what's happening, what's going on, as they get shoved into the bag. You're going to have John come near down here and wait a few minutes.
You want to get John to get Memento and his other companion that he's after if it's here?
Yeah, you would have noticed that John did go and pick up Mento after you guys pointed it out. He just kind of shoved him into a coat pocket for now because there's really anything he can do without a actual body. Yep. But he's got the doll. So one by one, it doesn't take Clark too long to get all these guys, and eventually all these are now in the bag of holding. You would have heard him calling a few more names. But no more that you guys know are here. Even if you called out the names of more priests and priestesses that you knew, there was nobody here that answered.
And the smoke is over here somewhere, isn't it?
The smoke is coming from the doors, like from the entrance almost. That was, yes, just a little bit. And within, 30 seconds to a minute, Dead Man's going to pop up and going to be very, very animated with his arms, pointing down, holding out a whole bunch of figures. Looks like he's talking, almost sign language to John. John's just going to look at everybody and go, I think he's found a cultist den down there. He says, lots of people, lots of bodies, lots more dolls. He holds up hands and goes, about 10 sort of cultist people.
I don't have the spells for this. Let's go!
Yep, let's go check it out.
Okay. It is locked.
Yeah, lockpicking then. So I have these tools. Apparently I completely forgot that.
Yep.
That's what? Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Yep. Unless you're going to check for traps first.
No, he's already half dead. He's exhausted. He's not thinking about traps.
Okay. Did any of you guys want to, before you go down, see what's going on outside?
Yeah, I'll go look at the smoke, see how much time we have.
Okay. As you mosey your way towards the entrance, I need a Constitution save, please.
No.
There's a lot of smoke. Constitution save, and then a investigation.
Why have I got a double?
I just wanted over 10. That's fine.
I rolled 10 as the low roll.
That's fine. You got a 12, so yeah, that's enough to make you so you're not going to have smoke inhalation. You can hold your breath enough to go. And as you go outside and open the door, give me an investigation, please.
Yeah, that one worked at once. Another great roll.
13's enough to realize that you're hearing a lot of screaming, you'll see a lot of more smoke, a lot of fire. Seems to be most of the town's burning.
Ooh.
And you guys might have been gone for a little bit longer than maybe you thought. But there are guards running around. Most things look to be barricaded. There's quite a bit of magic being used. Seems like a lot of combat.
I'll come back and tell everyone what looks like what's happening outside.
Okay.
Oh, priorities. What are the priorities?
I think
After
I kind of want to say go down because we're not going to be help any more. The guards are helping. This is a different problem that no one knows about.
Yeah, that's true. And if something happens if we don't retrieve the dolls first and the dolls burn,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably worse. Yeah.
Okay.
John, what do you think?
Well, if I read correctly, Deadman, he's saying that Satana's downstairs. But she ain't herself, and she did not like seeing Deadman show up in front of her. She tossed a spell at him, and he was lucky to get the hell out. So, good thing is we found her body, but whatever's in possession of her is in possession of her magic, which is
We don't have her
substantial.
doll, do we?
Not yet, unfortunately, no. So, yeah. The only thing I will remind you, hopefully, try to use some maybe non-lethal damage down there. Because if these are being controlled by whatever's in the doll, if their body's
Yeah, we're only
dead,
going for knockouts, not going for kills.
if their body's dead, they're dead. Just as a reminder. Kargath, you're going to see just bang his fists and go, I'm good at that.
Guide hammer, not a side of the sword, not point of the sword.
Yeah, not the pointy end. Okay.
Don't impale, just smack them really hard.
Smack him really hard. A little bit of bleeding's okay, but so for the most part, you guys will know that you're going to be coming across mostly probably commoners who probably don't have a lot of combat knowledge, but they are being taken over by something. So I'll leave that all up to you. So I need a sleight of hand to see if you can pick the lock, and or are you going to check for traps too, please?
Well, I already rolled it.
Did you? Alright.
Yeah. No, he's half dead, and at key point, he's not thinking.
Okay.
And I got 823.
You're doing good. Yep. Click.
Boom.
John's going to look at you guys and look outside and go, let's try to be quick. I don't want this thing burning to the ground on top of us. And as you guys can, the smoke's slowly starting to get thicker and thicker in here as you guys descend into a little bit of fun. I'll move you over to that map.
How big's the mirrors?
The mirrors, they're fair size, so they'd be like 10 feet tall, almost 10 feet wide. They're quite big. They're pretty much as big as they are on the map. They're bigger than most of you guys. Like, Kargath can walk through quite easy. It's not wide, but like he had an issue bringing the ornithopter through, but it's big enough. Okay. So as you guys descend, I'll bring everybody here. Oh, there. I should have put your markers in here earlier. Give me 1 second here.
I'm gonna ask a theoretical question while you're doing that.
Absolutely.
Because if we're doing non-lethal damage, if we were to have a concentration-based AoE spell, could I choose to make any of that damage non-lethal too?
Yeah, AoE is hard. It'd have to be like an Eldritch Blast almost. So
if I were gonna drop a Hunger of Hadar in the middle of the room to just do crowd control,
you wouldn't be able to control that much. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe too much aggression with that one. Okay.
So yeah, you guys are in a very, very tight area.
I see you're using the sort of shadow mechanic thing.
It is quite dark in here, yes.
I don't know if it's just broken on my screen.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, because I can see most of it except doors are casting shadows.
Yes,
I can't see anything.
there's a little
I'm
bit
permanent
of
black.
yeah. Do you have any dark vision on
No.
your character? That's why you're in black. So you would have to light your torch. I'll give you your 10 feet. Give me 1 second here.
Before I light a torch...
Yep.
Can I cast light out of my ring?
Yep.
Gives me 20 foot.
20? Okay. That should have...
Of light lights off. Whoops, wrong creek.
It's the light green.
Light, yeah, it is.
Yep.
And that's for everybody.
Yeah.
Off me, so everyone should lighten up to what I can see.
Okay. So I think I can make you emit 20 feet. Can I not?
I was going to try and cast it on myself, so my whole body turns into light.
There. Everybody should be able to see 20 feet now?
I feel like I can see a lot more, but yeah, I'll take it.
That's fine. You just pretend you don't see through the walls if you can see through the walls. Oh, that's how you see their weight? Alright, we'll just ignore that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just pretend you can't see through the walls. For some reason, dynamic lighting doesn't work all the time for Roll20. I could actually make it easy and just turn them all off, but let me do that. That might make it easier here. I like to
No,
use it,
it's still obscuring a lot of the map. It's just...
Okay, good. That's fine then.
Yeah, all the doors are still breaking everything.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
You can't
Anyway,
see behind the door from where I'm standing.
the door in front of you is locked.
Oh.
Is dead man where dead man standing?
Dead
he
man
without?
is, yeah, he's pretty much walking through stuff. Because he can. He's dead.
Well, I'm going to fix that locked door.
Okay. 15. You try and you try and you try and just 15's not enough. Clark will give you a guidance. Nope, Clark won't give you a guidance. John will give you guidance because he's standing there. Clark doesn't have guidance. Thought he did. No. I wanted 16, so perfect. Yep. Are you checking for traps at all?
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't the first time, didn't the second.
Okay.
You know it's bad when the DM's asking that question.
Lucky for you, it was not trapped. And that the door now is unlocked and opened.
That opens up a lot of the map.
Sure does. Now, inside you hear a rustle sound. And you hear probably the person that was upstairs going, "They're here. Get ready." And a lot of them are going to be just starting to chant, "Embrace the darkness. Embrace the darkness. Embrace Our Lady."
Well, that's fun.
So, we may as well roll initiative.
Can we get in the door first? Or are we rolling initiative from outside?
We're going to roll initiative from the outside.
21.
21 for Annie? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I may need some assistance with theater of the mind.
Yep,
if you
no
don't
worries.
mind.
By all means. 21.
Why does mine never turn up?
I don't know. Did you click on your token first or no? I don't have your token there. That's probably why.
No, my token's there.
Oh, no, your token is there. Yep.
Nah, I didn't.
Okay. There you go. An 11. Alright, so I will roll for Clark.
Because that's what I got as a thing after I rolled.
Weird. Well, Clark got a 19. That's good. Kargath.
When I hear that chanting, can I go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis on myself, or do I need to wait for my turn?
No, I would assume you could have done that on your way down, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knowing what we were walking into. Okay.
And I'm sure you'd have had a second to react before we opened the door,
Yeah.
as he was picking a lock.
Right. And we did have the advance warning that we're walking into some mess.
Yeah. Okay. There's a way to do these individually as a group, but I can't remember how. So I will do individual cultists. Okay. Sort them. Alright, one of these guys gets to come out first, so he's going to 10, 15, 20, 30. See John through the door. And that's all he can do because he doesn't have a ranged weapon. So he's done. Annie, you're up next. Annie, you are going to have to spend at least all your movement just getting through the door because people are in front of you. But you'd be able to get right in front of the door as soon as you come in. You can see this is like, it's pretty much like where, if like there was like, say, a major, like underneath the theater. So it kind of looks like this place is, change rooms. They'd have their kitchen down here. So it's more like a layout of, like, if you went to, like, to the basement of a church, basically. That's what the whole layout of here is going to be. So it's going to be like a greeting room, place to sit, place to eat. There'd be beds and stuff down here. But, yeah, right now you have 5 cultists in front of you that are armed.
Okay, how far am I from those cultists?
So as soon as
After I've already used my full movement.
when you come through the door, you have a cultist 10 feet in front of you, one 15 feet in front of you, one 20 feet to your left, and a couple others in behind.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I will just shoot an Eldritch Blast at the one that is closest to me.
Okay. And I assume you're going to be doing non-lethal. So as you guys come through here, all these cultists are in red robes trimmed in gold. So it's not any like normal colors that you would see for any of the pantheons. These look to be kind of newly made, and yeah,
Ignore that.
that's fine.
I did something stupid.
Yeah, what'd you do?
No, not you. First would have figured that one out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will do non-lethal. It's a 25 to hit.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
And it's a big fat 1 damage.
1 damage. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't really seem to phase them too much. They are pretty much just still chanting the exact same thing, embrace the darkness. You will also notice, as you come through, that all of them have newly fresh shaved heads. These are an assortment of people, a couple of them to like mid-teens, one old gentleman, one fairly, like, for the most part, there's humans, but one is like a short, stocky female dwarf. Yeah, but they all are saying the exact same thing at the exact same time. Same robes, shaved head, and they have a massive tattoo on their heads. So that is... Anything else you want to do?
That was my full movement to get in there, right?
Sure was.
Then yeah, that's it.
Beautiful.
Oh, I didn't roll for Kerrigan either.
Okay, I will throw him in here.
He got a 3.
Did he? Okay. Well, he's not the only one who rolled a 3 at least, so... But he will be going last, and I'll have him try to get himself down the ladder at the end.
Oh, can he even get down there? I could have told him to stay in the chair.
He would jump. It was only like a 15-foot, so
okay.
he'd be fine to jump, but yeah.
Okay.
He'll be taking up the rear.
church.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
There was definitely a moment of How do we get them back up?
Yep.
That's what John's for.
Yep. All right.
No, that's what Hal's for. Hal's got levitate on as a cantrip.
Ah, nice. Oh, right. Okay, so what can Clark do? Yeah, we'll try that. Alright, so he can move 30 feet, so he's 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to be able to squeeze himself through because he's small. And he's going to make this guy do a wisdom save and viciously mock him. So 13 from occultist.
Did you get the photo, Whitney?
He rolled a 19. So the cultist saves.
I did not.
No, still I sent you a message, so.
I'm like
So
5
that's-
minutes away from having everything.
Yeah, no worries.
I sent you a private message, that was all. On Discord.
Oh. I'll have to see.
I took a photo of the map of what we can see in this room.
Oh, perfect.
So at least she can somewhat work with not as
Yeah.
much theatre of mind.
Oh, yay, thank you.
Clark couldn't do anything, so
Perfect.
this cultist's turn. He's got 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. He can't even get close. But he would dash. And go right here. Okay, so that's him. John's turn at least. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. John can get up to here. And what would John do? He can't do a lot, but he will do the same as Annie and toss an Eldritch Blast at the same one as her. Trying to do a glancing blow, and he misses completely. John. They have such low armor class, and he still misses. He has a +9. He rolled a nat 1.
Ouch.
John, boy. Alright, Kargath. 20, 30. He can't get through unless he dashes, so he is going to dash and get himself into combat with them. That is his turn, and I can have him rage at that time. So he is raging.
Sorry.
This one's gonna try to hit Kargath. 15, I don't think hits him. Nope. He's screwed. Hal, you're up.
Yeah, just give me a second.
No problem.
Oh, I had a massive sneeze coming. I didn't want to try talk and get that out at the same time. I should be able to walk to there without losing any movement. Because the two small creatures in the way.
Yep, you're good.
Do I notice one of them looks injured?
This one here has been a little singed. That's it.
And one's been eldritched?
Yeah. Yeah, John missed, though.
Alright,
And he's the only one who's done something so far.
hold the dead for non-lethal damage. I'm taking a guess, give me a headache.
Yep, that's fine. Shake the head.
Can I get a Constitution save?
Saves.
Wisdom, sorry. Wisdom 14.
9.
Fail!
Perfect.
2d8, so that's 2d12 of non-lethal damage. Not that it's going to do much, because I rolled a total of a 1 and a 3
This thing's still up. Okay.
on 2d12s. How's that?
He looks bloodied finally. He's got a little bit of blood coming out of the ears. Okay.
And nothing else I can do.
All right. Okay. So this guy's like 10, 15, 20, can come up to you and try to hit you. He's got just like a little short scimitar. A 21 will hit you.
Is that Kargath?
That's this. You know, he's hitting John.
Oh, John. Okay.
Yeah. 21 will hit John. That's okay. John can take it. So he's down 6 hit points. John's just going to look at the cultist and go, not my jacket. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Alric.
Is there still room to squeeze through there?
Oh god, yeah, it's Cleric. You can get through Cleric quite easy.
You should be able to at least get to there without it being an issue.
Yeah.
Let's see.
These are just like tables that you'd have to use extra
Walk
to
under.
get through.
Possible to get there?
Or under.
Wait, is it,
Yeah.
did I make this visible?
Yeah, you're good. You have what, 35 feet of movement?
I think I have 40.
Oh yeah, you got 40. Yeah, you can pretty much move
Yeah,
up to like
quick.
here. You can go here.
Welcome home, Whitney.
You could flank here.
Because that
you.
should give me...
That'll give you a flanking
Flanking.
with this guy, and I'll let you with this guy because he's got pretty much everyone near him too. And your low light in here, this is pretty much candles.
Wouldn't my light still be working?
Just in around you, yes. Is yours bright or dim?
It's light, it's bright light, and then you get
Bright.
dim after it.
Okay. So technically...
Okay, so I'm in dim light.
Yeah, we'll go with dim light for you. Yep.
Cool. Well, turns out reading your character sheet is a good idea, as I've been misreading. Turns out I get 2 attacks
Yeah,
per
level
action.
5, yeah.
Didn't realize that. I've not been doing that.
No, I think you've been burning a key point first.
Hmm.
Yep.
So I'm going to spin my staff around my head, or my spear,
Yep.
and attack, this guy,
Okay, the one that's
and
already
then
hit.
this guy in quick session.
Okay.
I'll just roll both attacks and then both damage.
Okay. So spear and then offhand.
This is both a spear, because I get 2 attacks.
I thought your second attack was an offhand though.
Attacks?
You get 2
Attacks.
normal attacks per action.
2 and then your bonus.
Yeah,
rate.
that's what I've not been doing.
Because we're
Gang
5.
fighting.
Right.
I assume the 24 hits.
Oh god, yeah. 12 hits these guys.
This
why
would be
I was-
one-handed as well.
That's why I was disappointed with John.
Both these were one-handed, so it's a 10 and a
so
9.
the first hit takes him down.
And since it's a spear, I'm hitting this side, whacking him.
So this guy is unconscious on the ground.
Oh, I've got to make this advantage. Oh well.
That's fine. Your second attack, I can use that if you want with the this guy.
But yeah, that's what I was doing. There's 1 attack,
Perfect.
2 attack.
So
There's a swing.
Yep. Okay.
That was the 14, so 9 points of damage.
Yep. And you will notice the 9 points of damage is the exact number you need to knock that fucker out too.
Huh.
Yeah.
On a roll.
They're just commoners.
Well, I have 10 feet of movement left.
Uh-huh.
Get back here, and I'll, with my bonus action, unarmed strike him.
Unarmed? Okay.
Does this get flanking?
I'll say yes. Personally, for how I do it, most people would rather have John here for flanking. For me, you're in his vicinity. I'm okay with that.
That's lucky, because otherwise I would have missed.
The 12 just hits.
8.
8 points. Ooh. He ain't looking great.
And that's my turn.
Perfect. All right. Now this guy is going to run into John because he's the closest. I don't know why I'm attacking John, but he is. Probably gonna miss. Yeah, he's missing John completely. But they're still all chanting, except for the two that are on the floor. Kerrigan's turn. He's finally down the stairs.
Okay, so he has 50 feet of movement, and I'm here now. I can do things. I think getting to this guy right here puts him
Put him on the
exactly
table.
at 50. Yeah,
Yep.
assuming that he can't, that it's
Yeah.
he has to go down the hallway and around and all that. I'm gonna do a pounce. If he moves at least 20 feet and then hits a creature,
Yep.
it needs a DC 12 strength save.
Strength save. 19. I'm rolling good for the saves on these guys.
All right, so that guy is now prone,
Okay.
and then he's gonna bite it. Can a panther choose to make a bite non-lethal?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go for a bite attack then.
Okay.
Did it show up in chat? No.
That's fine.
Why did it not?
There it
is
did.
6.
Yep. 6 damage.
Okay, now it did. Okay,
Roll me a hit though first. He still needs
I don't
to.
know. I was assuming it automatically did.
Yep.
Just kidding.
I'll keep
The
damage.
pounce hit. Just kidding. Okay.
Roll to attack.
Come on. There we go. Ooh, not 20.
Oh. Okay, so 12 damage.
Non-lethal.
12 non-lethal damage. I don't know how a panther can do non-lethal damage, but I will say he managed to do it, and this one is also crawling on the floor with a bunch of scratch marks and maybe the odd tooth mark in his skull.
Yeah, he's just playing with him.
Yeah, he just sat on him. Knocked the wind out of him.
Yep.
There.
Bid him stay down. And that's his movement.
Okay.
That's it.
So that one's gone. Your turn now.
I shall Eldritch Blast. I'm going to move up 1 and Eldritch Blast this guy.
Okay.
Actually, what is this guy down here? What is he doing?
That's Dead Man.
Oh, that's Dead Man. Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Do I get flanking advantage for a spell?
You're two.
Or is that only if I'm melee?
only melee?
Okay,
And
gotcha.
you're not. So these guys, the only ones that are left alive is this guy. Technically, he is flanked. I don't think you get it as a spell though. I think it's only melee.
Right, I didn't.
Yep.
That's what I thought. Okay, so Eldritch Blast.
And
Maybe.
this one's looking pretty shitty. Well, this one hasn't been touched yet.
Okay, then yeah, I'll switch my target. Then I'll go to this guy.
Okay.
Roll. It might roll it like 6 times because I just
That's
hit it a lot, and it's not rolling at all. Why?
It probably is. It just might take a while. You never know. It's roll 20.
I'll just do it this way. So plus 6, that's an 18 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit. The 12 hit.
Will it let me roll my damage? No. Okay. D10.
9.
9 force.
Beautiful. That's the amount you needed to knock him out.
Yay! And then I will move here.
Okay. You're going to hear, after that, this guy's going to scream for reinforcements. You know, add a feat more to the party. Might take them a while to get here, but I'll at least throw them in initiative. Okay. Actually did roll quite well for them. Okay. So these guys are all going to come in. You're going to see a whole bunch of doors open. From a few fun places. Shouldn't have put the doors there. That's fine. Let's charge in.
This is a cool map.
30. He's going to charge in.
Well, considering it was meant to be pitch black.
Yeah. That's fine. So these
So
guys...
everyone,
That's fine. These guys look a little bit more beefy. A couple of them are at least in some sort of better armor. 2 of them are. This guy is not, but these 2 look to be in better armor. So this one here is going to dash up to Alric and attack. No, he dashed. He can't do anything, so that's his turn. This guy here... I need a dex save from Annie, please.
Okay.
As he does a Sacred Flame on you.
Ooh.
The 9 is not enough. So that is... You're taking 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And this one here is going to do the same thing, 60 feet, on Annie also, because you're the first one they can see.
Right.
Well, they can see Dead Man, but they can tell he's a ghost. So I need
So
another one.
Okay.
Yeah. Need another dex save, please. 10! I only need 11.
no,
You take 1 more point of radiant damage. And that is... so that is all 3 of them. We are now back up to Cleric. What's Cleric got left? Alright, he is going to try... If I have it here somewhere. Somewhere I have it. He's going to do calm emotions on the new guys. So they need a charisma save. If I can find it. I hate deleting a page. Let's just roll it. They both failed their charisma save. So, they are still chanting, but it looks like something in them is weird. Even though they are not themselves, whatever entity is in them is calmed a little. They're kind of looking back and forth at each other, so they're not actually going to do anything. So that is Clark, and he's going to move, give himself a better vantage spot. John is going to smash his quarterstaff on this guy. With a 12 to hit. Attaboy. That's better. for a whopping 8 bludgeoning. So he is down. Then he's going to use his movement 30 to get there. Kargath. I love playing all these characters. He is going to dash 10, 15, 20. Dash to that guy. This guy's turn. He's taking up the rear there. How?
There's dead people everywhere.
So what would
Believe I
Alric
can
do?
get to there. 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
So I've used up all movement. I don't think I can reach the other dude. $35, and that makes that one further. 40.
Through this, you're going to see dead man's going around from room to room once the doors are open and just taking a look.
Totally dead, got 60 feet.
Yep.
Did Kargath hit his opponent, or did he just get there?
He just got there. He had to dash.
No, I'll still toll the bell on the one that's not in the middle of the floor. Over here.
This guy? Okay. Oh, right.
14 wisdom.
Okay. One sec here. These guys are a little bit more beefy, so they have a wisdom save. 20. My god, I'm rolling good for these guys.
And that's all I can do. Movement in one spell.
Okay. Alric.
Yay, bonk time. Let's see. That's promising. Well, I'm going to attack the guy next to me with my staff.
Okay.
Swing at him, try and not easily kill him.
Okay.
Or not kill him, knock him out. I don't think that hits, does it? No.
9? No.
I think I have to try again then. Oh, that definitely
The
hits.
24 will hit.
That's two-handed. He got frustrated at the first one missed.
Okay.
8.
8? Okay. Like before, this one's looking quite hurt. He
I'm
looks
not something
just...
to attack more people, but bonus action, an arm strike this guy.
Sure.
To finish the deal.
That'll do it. One's enough. Okay.
So the flick on the forehead to knock him down.
Yeah. He's knocked out. Alright, you still have your movement, because there's nothing around you to do anything right now.
I have just enough movement. I'll move up, take some fire.
Okay. Alright, Kerrigan.
Yeah, he's just gonna run. That's about as far as he can get.
Okay.
Don't want to dash though. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Okay. This guy's turn in front of Kargath. He is going to reach out to Kargath. Maybe. And he's going to try and do inflict wounds. But he rolled terrible. I rolled a 3, he's got a +3, so yeah, he rolled a 6 to hit Kargath. So that didn't work out. Because that would have been 3d10 damage on Kargath. Alright.
I appreciate that you're rolling well for the player character.
I'm rolling well for their saves, not for them to attack. Alright, so he's done, but this guy here is going to come up and try the same thing on Alric. 15?
15 misses.
Well, 15 misses.
And
Okay.
what would I see?
Alright, well, that didn't work. We're back to Cleric. I don't want to burn all his spells. And I'm making his common motions, just making these guys attack with disadvantage. That's why they're doing terrible. What can he do? He's pretty much out of spells. He's going to do a Sacred Flame this time. Make them do a dex save. 60 feet, that is. Got 60 feet there. Oh yeah, just. Okay. So I need a dex save from this guy. No! That works. For 9 damage, but it did a little bit. But this guy seems to be a little beefier. These guys that you came, you can tell they're like actual like ceremonial guard type outfits. They got breastplates. Not really a great weapon still. They have like some weird sort of club, but they do seem to be some sort of magic user, but they're still not in the greatest stuff. But still the exact same color robe. They're just a little bit more armored. That's it for Clark. Johnny Boy is going to come up and flank this guy. And toss an Eldritch Blast at him, hopefully. 24 will hit. I can't remember how many his do at his level. I think he gets 2. Oh yeah, do you get 2 Eldritch Blasts at level 5?
Yes.
Annie? So yeah, you can, when you do your Eldritch Blast, you can do it twice, because you get 2 of them.
Yeah,
2 attacks.
I realized that after I got my 1 point that
Yeah.
I should have had a second beam. Yeah.
Okay, because he can do the same thing, so he's going to roll the double damage here.
You get 3 at level 11.
Yeah, he's not 11. So he's doing 9 points of damage. To the same one. Okay, so that's John. Kargath will attack his with his new sword. And hit. For 8 points of damage. Okay. This guy in the back is gonna come up and flank and kind of, he's not really scared of the cat, even though he probably should be scared of the cat. But this is just a normal looking one, but he still gets advantage to try and hit Kargath, but that's not going to hit Kargath at all. Nope. Hal, you're up. So this guy here is just a normal cultist like the other guys.
I'm gonna move to there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna... The one by the door... there?
Yep.
Can I just hold the dead on him with the wisdom?
Sure. 19. Like I said, I'm rolling great for saves.
Yeah. I don't really want to. Most of my attack spells, I don't think I can. I've got nothing as a. The only one I've got is a green flame blade if I attack with the melee.
Yep.
I don't think I can do fire damage as non-lethal.
It'd be a little hard. Force damage, it's a little bit better, but fire damage, you could set the robe on fire and maybe suffocate him.
That's why I've been going with Toba Dead. I was like, headaches! Intern!
Yep.
Such a proactive round.
Yeah.
I've done 4 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Dead man's gonna start pointing over towards this door to John, and he's pretty much gonna say Zatanna's in there. Great. This'll be fun. Okay, Alric, if there's nothing else for Hal.
Well, I'll hit the person in front of me, because that seems like the smart thing to do.
Okay.
Flanking, so... And 9 points damage.
9? Alright. He's the one who's taken most of the beating. He's looking pretty terrible. Still up.
Looking terrible. Well, I'm going to attack, so...
Okay.
18?
Yes.
That one missed max damage, 10 damage.
Yes. Okay. That is enough to knock that guy out.
I know he meant...
Oh, you can move still.
Right, I've got bonus and
Right.
movement. I know you mentioned the Zana.
Yep.
But I think I'll help out Kargath.
Okay.
You pop over and then on strike.
Sure. The 17 will be your advantage, so yes, just hits. 410. Okay, that one's taking a little bit. Okay. Kerrigan.
Kerrigan is gonna bite and claw this guy.
Okay.
We'll claw first, which is not gonna hit.
I'm just adding more to the party.
Gonna try to bite him. Does the 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Oh, boo. Okay. In that case, that's it. He's just gonna sit there and growl at him.
Okay. Yeah. Almost hits. Alright. So this one here is gonna attack Kargath with advantage. Twice. The 22 will hit at least. And that'll be 3d10 damage on Kargath. Ooh, he's taking 20 necrotic. Kargath looks bloodied. Clark's up. Clark will do another Sacred Flame. I think he's got to get closer now, though. On this guy here. And that is, I believe, a Wisdom save, Dex save. Which he's going to fail. Ooh, that's max. This guy in front of Alric goes down. Clark. John's up. John's gonna see Kargath and go, he's doing quite well. And go and open this door. And he's just gonna scream, "Oh, hi in there! You guys might want to come out and join the party." And move out of the way. But who can he see in there? He can see something in there. I don't think I have anything that he could do in there. No. Actually, yeah. He can see one of the cultists. He passes a dex save on his Sacred Flame, though. So, on to Kargath. John will move back out of the way. He's going to let you guys know that there's 2 of these bigger bastards in there, and Zatanna.
And Zatanna?
And Zatanna.
So there's 3 in there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So Kargath is going to swing away twice. 28 will hit. And a 25 will hit. Let's see. So that plus that. Yeah, so 15 points damage is exactly what this guy had left. So after taking a lot of damage, this guy is gone. Take him off the board. Him off the board. Kargath is done. He's going to move and come out against the side of the door also. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The only one he can really see is Hal. I need a dex save, please.
Fail.
You do, but it's only a D8. Well, you take 8 points of radiant damage from a Sacred Flame.
Hey, I don't think I'm on the initiative order because it's coming back up to Kiergan again and I haven't gone.
Oh, how did we get rid of you?
I had a 21.
You did have a 21. Alright, my bad. We will have you go now. I don't know how you got deleted. Sorry about that.
I didn't notice it until just now. I was trying to...
Yeah.
I was just in my own little world just waiting. Okay. Okay, so... I'm just going to go to the end of this table. I don't want to just dash into the room. So I'll
You'd
just
see
wait.
him through the door frame because the door is open. He opened the door.
Okay, so that is... So I am able to shoot something into that room then?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Then
Yeah,
I will
you see
Eldritch
this guy
Blast
here.
him.
Okay.
Has he been hit yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay, yeah. Eldritch Blast.
If she takes him out, do I get my damage back?
She won't take him out. She'd have to, well, nat 20 would do it, maybe.
Why is only rolling sometimes?
I don't know. You can just tell me what you get to.
It's not rolling at all.
Oh.
And that's not even a D20. Okay, D20. 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Sweet. Okay, and then 11 force,
11? Okay.
and that is all.
You can do that twice, just to let you know.
It was a 9 and a 2.
Oh,
so
perfect.
11. Yeah.
You have to roll for each of them. So the first one, you can roll me one more d20.
Oh, it's 2 hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first one did the 10 damage. So
The
yeah, the
first
19 will
one-
hit. So the second one takes the 2 damage. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Perfect.
My bad, I rolled the wrong one.
No worries. All right. Hal, now it's your turn.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Can I Sacred Flame that fucker back?
Sure can.
Deck save, please.
I will. Let's see how. He's got a pretty good dex. 10.
Take this motherfucker.
Who could be one of your coworkers. For 6.
5 and a 1.
Okay.
6 damage.
Okay. All right. Well, I may as well. Alric, your turn.
Well, running in there is probably not a smart idea,
Probably.
but could be funny.
Through this, when you guys are converging on the door, John's just going to look at you and go, well, she hurts, but she doesn't take a beating, but she hurts. I don't know how well this is going to go.
Oh, if only if I had a key point, I could get to her and attack twice. No, I can only bonus action attack if I have attacked as my action.
Yeah.
Oh well. In which case, I can. Can I slip past him in the corridor to get behind him?
You'd get right to there, sure. Yep.
That's my 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
And then attack him twice.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is. The 14 won't hit, will it?
Nope.
But that crit will.
Then that 20 will.
How do you do a
max damage
max
and then
die.
once you roll. Yeah.
Right. In which case, that would be 18.
Okay. Yep. That's enough to knock this fucker out.
And I can't do anything because I don't have
Okay.
any movement or key points.
Okay. Well,
Right, that's me.
this guy here, you will see is glowing a little. And he's going to come right to here. And I need... a dex save, please.
Okay, 14.
14 is not enough.
Oh no.
No. He's doing a dragon's breath on you. As a bonus action. And that is going to be... I need more dice.
Please never say that again.
It's only like 5 or 6 d6.
16 fire damage. I didn't roll the greatest. It was
Well,
five-
I'm still standing.
Okay. Just 5
Just.
They would have made one of us.
Sorry, that was a... So yes, how many times can... I haven't used that much. Okay. So that is his turn, and he's going to run right up in front of you. Kerrigan. In the room, you can see that the same as before, she's just in a very nicer looking robe with like a nice high red collar. Her head's been shaved. Same tattoo, same everything. And I will at least add her to the board now that you have pissed whatever's taking control of her off. And Kerrigan can go. As I bring up her character sheet.
Just gonna go wait outside this door and hold an action to swipe and bite at anybody that comes out that is not Alric.
Okay. Of course she gets a 7. Okay. Alright. So that is back up to you, Annie.
Alright, has this guy taken damage?
No. Brand new.
Come on. Okay, Eldritch Blast and then I just want to hold the dead.
I know.
You can hold the dead. It's still 2d8.
Don't they? Oh, it's on. Oh, okay. It's more if they've taken damage. Okay.
Yep.
That's the reason I asked the question.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as soon as she enters combat, you're going to hear like an alarm almost start to go off. Almost as if she hit a button or something.
Don't like that.
I know.
Okay, I don't know why my dice are not rolling.
It could just be
Right.
20.
So that's the 14 to hit on the first Eldritch Blast.
On
And
him,
the 22.
no. The 22 will hit.
So 6 force.
6 force. Okay.
And then I'm actually going to move out of the line of sight of the door.
Okay. Clark's up. Clark's gonna... I'm gonna do a quick fun perception check for Clark. That's bonus action. He doesn't hear anything. So he's gonna fly over here. More here and heal Kargath. Because that's what Clark would do. Doesn't have many spell slots left. But he'll pump at least to cure wounds into Kargath. For 7 points of healing. John's turn. John's going to tell you guys to spread out. And he's going to hold an action for when she comes through. I don't know what Kargath would do, if he would hold or not. Or if he would charge Bull in. Because if he doesn't...
Would he even listen to John?
He's going to lose his rage if he doesn't.
I thought he was a fighter.
Oh, sorry, he's a fighter. I'm thinking another character. I'm fine. I have another character that has the same token that's a barbarian. I'll be fine.
I was thinking it was like a surprise multi-class that he had going on.
No. He can't get to her anyway, but I'm pretty sure... I'll leave him there for now. Hal, your turn. You will notice a door opening behind you, by the way.
Can I told the dead to the dude in the door?
He's not coming through yet. Sorry, this guy here or the one behind you?
The one behind me.
Yep, you'd have to move line of sight because he's not come through yet. the door is just kind of open. You'd have to at least move up to, like, here in order to see him. Yeah. Then you can. I will add these
I
guys.
think that's where I want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow him from there.
Sure. These guys aren't going to be activated until next turn, but I'll at least throw them in. Of course, I roll pretty good for that, just not to hit. So I need a wisdom save, I believe.
Yes.
Cool. That's not working. Let's do this. Uh, 16.
Passes.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna add a line of sight of the three of them.
Okay. Oh, right. Zatanna's turn. That.
Can I warn that there's more coming?
Yep. 20. She's going to go to here. And there. So, let's see if I can get something here. I have it. So everything within 5 feet of that she's tossing a cloud of daggers.
Okay.
Which isn't going to take an effect until it's your turn.
Wait, is it everything that's within 5 feet
Within
of that?
5 feet around that entire area.
So that's everybody.
So that's Clark, Annie, Kargath, and Kerrigan. At the start of spells area, enters it, starts its turn there. So at the start of your turn, you're each going to take 8d4 damage. So Alric, you're up.
I thought of something dumb, but I'm going to try it.
Sure.
Can I go around the guy without provoking attacks of opportunity?
Nope. Oh, like around? He's kind of in the door, so yes, like as long as you don't leave his area, you'll be fine.
Yeah, just like slip around to get
Yes.
there.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
And since I'm pretty far enough away from hell, that's darkness or dim,
In here, it's just candlelight.
which is make that dim then.
Yep.
And attack both of them once with my oceanic spear.
Okay.
For the guard and okay, 14 doesn't hit. Does 15 hit? What's on her name?
Zatanna, it's a hit or miss. She will. Well, let me check her spells. I didn't give her shield, so yes. I put counterspell, but I didn't put shield on there. That's my fault. So yeah. Mage armor puts her to 15. So yeah.
No, I was one-handed anyway, so it's only 6.
Okay, 6.
Like the thought of so I'll go quick counterspell. Wait, shoot.
Why did? Oh, and I need to do a con save for the cloud of daggers, which she is fine.
And since I've attacked both of them, I can disengage from both of them. Because that's a Brownie ability.
Did you hit him this time too, or no? just her.
Just her. But reading it, I don't think I need to hit. Just when I'm
Just
making
try.
an attack.
Okay. You don't actually have to. Okay, perfect.
It doesn't matter. I want to hit him again with my bonus action as I leave.
Okay. Yep.
Oh yeah.
For 5. Okay.
How much is it? Just 10 feet to move there?
Yes.
And then, ooh, which means I can get. Do I take damage moving into this spot?
As soon as you, yes. Anytime you move through that door, you only take it the once, though.
Ah, in which case I want to see that. Realize that I won't survive that, and probably come back again.
Okay.
I'm still within arms, so that's still that. Okay, which means I can get that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, which makes it this guy's turn. He's gonna come down to you and hit you. I need a... No, that's just a ranged spell attack. 17, 20 will hit you.
A 20 will hit, yes.
Okay, and he's doing an inflict wounds on you also. $17.
I am
Necrotic.
very much down.
Okay. So we put you unconscious. Kerrigan.
Does he get any sort of save or dodge or anything for these daggers?
Nope. He immediately takes the damage.
Cool.
You will know, though, if you can get into that room, you do have a spell. How many charges of your Bell Branch do you have left? I can't remember. Did we use them all?
Let me see.
Okay, I'll roll the damage first. 18 for Kerrigan.
No, I used them all. I used the last charge to gain a spell
Okay.
slot back.
Okay.
18?
Yeah.
He is down. He's unconscious.
Okay. He down. Yeah, Cloud of Daggers sucks.
He only has 13 hit points.
Only 13. That's okay.
Mhm.
We have a Warlock that can heal everybody.
Yay!
Alright, so we are back up. This guy's gonna come through the door. Run over to Hal. At least this is just a normal cultist. And a 7's not going to do anything to you. Annie, your turn.
Okay. I'm also gonna take that damage.
Yep. I'll roll again. Unless you just want to keep it at the 18, but then I'll leave it up to you guys.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty good roll for some d4s. So yeah, you can re-roll it if you want, because there's a potential it's gonna be less.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 4th level Cloud of Daggers.
So that 4d4?
8d4. 21.
No.
21
What,
slashing.
man?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I've got 9, 10. So that's what, 12? Okay.
But it's only the first time you enter it or on your turn. So if you move through it, you won't take that damage anymore.
But if I start my turn in it again, then I will.
Correct.
Okay. Sorry, how many did you say? I was trying to do math.
That was 21 slashing.
It was 21 slashing.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did it do that? I don't. Okay. I'm trying to subtract from my temporary hit points and then into the other ones from my
understood.
armor. Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. So then took that. So I'm gonna move. 15, 20. Okay. I'm gonna move right here. No. Yeah. This might be bad. Okay. And and then I am going to actually no.
What, you gonna put your finger up and wave? No, no, no.
Yeah. No. I'm actually gonna stay right there.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm waffling back and forth.
That's fine.
On what I want to do. Actually, I'm gonna swing my Yikawa,
Yep.
but use green flame blade
Okay. Yes.
on Zatanna. So I need a little help interpreting that spell because it says brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting to make a melee attack.
Yeah.
On a target, you suffer the normal weapon attack, but does it take the fire damage too?
Yeah, when we did that one extra day, we did say that it's going to be an extra attack for you.
Okay.
So it'll be.
So
like, you can still use your spell modifier for your a ranged spell attack, but it'll do the damage of the green flame blade and your weapon.
Okay.
Because it's part of it.
Okay, so I get the +6 instead of +2 to swing.
Yeah, because we changed that to a bonus action for you.
Cool. 8 is not going to hit. Okay.
It's not going to hit.
Yeah. And does that do anything then?
I don't think so.
So if it's a...
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
if it does it, then a second creature takes damage too. Okay,
yeah,
but
you didn't hit, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm just sacrificial lamb up in there, then that's fine. Okay, that's it.
Alright, Cleric's turn. Doesn't have much left. He's going to see the new guys attacking, but he is immediately going to take his damage. Cloud daggers is no joke. Where are they? There we go. He's taking 25 damage. He's still up. He hasn't taken any damage yet. But now he has. He's going to yipe. You're going to see a bunch of feathers fly away. He's going to come up here and just melee attack. Because I think that might... He's probably thinking that might do more damage. On the cultist. 123 will actually work. And he's gonna knock this guy out with his sword. You don't see him use his sword that often, but today it worked. John, his turn. He's just gonna say, fuck it. Run in, take the damage. How much is he taking? John's taking 22. Not that he's gonna notice. Come through 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he is going to attempt. Yeah, he just can actually do it. There's no save, no nothing. So he's going to cast Protection of Good and Evil on Zatanna. Use his last spell slot. Right. So immediately, she's back to herself. She's going to look around, dazed a little, look at John, and just slump to the floor. And her cloud of daggers go with it. But you guys are still in combat. So these guys are going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. This guy's going to dash into Cleric. 30. And dash into Hal, and that's them. Kargath is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He can't get too close, so he's going to huck his javelin at one of these guys. And hit. For 8 points of damage. They haven't taken any, so they're still up, but he's not looking great with a javelin in the side of him. Hal, you're up. So this one has a javelin sticking out of him. Thankfully, he didn't activate it, or else this guy would have just went poof.
Pretty sure all of us would have just gone poof.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Me and my 12 HP.
You seen Kerrigan go down, but you didn't see Alric go down. But
I'm gonna melee Javelin, the dude next to me.
okay. That'll hit.
I hope so with a nat.
Yep. So right away, the max damage is
6.
Is 6. Yeah.
And
So even with your modifier, you only need.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. These are regular cultists. So yeah, you just smack them over the head. Alric, death save, please. Unless Hal
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to move. You could move still too, Hal, but I'll get a death save.
I'll move to there.
Okay. 10! Hooray! That's 1 success. Zatanna is currently unconscious. This other one can do a melee spell attack still, seeing his girl go down against Aniket. Ooh, 14 to hit you?
14 hits.
Ooh.
Is that including with your Oh no, you got armor of Agathis.
Yeah, that's gone now.
16
It was just
necrotic.
10 HP. Okay.
Yep. That's its last inflict wounds. Of the
Yeah,
day.
I'm very not okay.
Oh, actually, no, it's got quite a bit. Death save from Kerrigan, please. He's good. That guy's gone. Annie, your turn.
I am going to just step right around this guy
Okay.
and administer a healing potion to Alric.
Okay.
Which, do you want to roll it, or do you want me to?
It doesn't make a difference.
It feels like they're rolling higher.
How many d4 is a normal healing potion?
2d4 plus 4.
+4 or +2?
Oh,
Take the
Isn't
4.
I can't remember now.
Isn't it 1 per each roll?
Could be. It should say on the healing potion.
I thought you added 1 for each dice you rolled.
Oh, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Potion of healing.
Yeah, so
2d4 plus 2. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's do it.
I didn't actually click on it. I
That's
just
fine.
saw potion of healing. Yeah, so 8.
8 points of healing you get, Alric. You are back in the game, sir. So
And it's an action to administer it, right?
correct.
Okay. That is all.
Clark is going to attack this guy and hopefully knock him out too. I don't want to use all of his spell slots, and most of his actual sword would do more damage overall. 14, I think, hits. Regular cultist. Yep. Clark's gonna knock this fucker out too. Clark does better with a sword.
He is rolling with advantage because he's.
He hit anyway, that's why I didn't bother. But yeah, I could have rolled to see if he got a nat 20. He got a nat 20. Shit, I should be using his goddamn Bardic Inspirations. I forgot about that, sorry. I haven't played a Bard in a while.
I think he forgets about it too.
That's okay. His nat 20 just gave him all his Bardic Inspirations back, because I just noticed he'd already used them. Anytime he does a attack with his weapon and gets a nat 20, he gets all his Bardic Inspirations back. Well, 1d4 charges, I should say. Extra. So he has 1d4. So he's one use of Bardic Inspiration now he can use. From his magic weapon. John is going to Eldritch Blast the last bastard. Twice. He's going to need it. The first one misses. The second one hits. For 7, but he's still kicking. Down to him. So Kargath's turn. There's too many people in his way. He's going to sit there, and actually he's got a potion of healing he's going to give to Kerrigan.
Aww. That's a cute image.
Yeah.
Pouring it down a passed out panther's throat.
Kerrigan gets 8.
Awesome.
And I'll take that out of his inventory.
Thanks, big guy. I feel like he would actually do that.
He would, yeah. There's too many people in the way, he can't get through the door. Yeah. Now we're on Hal. So everybody's back up. Still look like shit, but you're back up. All you have left, you hear a little bit of fighting left in here, that's it.
I'll dash to there.
Okay.
In my turn.
Perfect. Alric, half your movement to get back up.
Okay, I'll stand back up.
Okay. This guy looks bloodied-ish.
Can I move into contact with him?
Yep, sure.
It doesn't make a difference. I still have enough movement to move around the flank anyway.
Yeah, no, but it's just advantage to anyone that wants to hit him from there.
Yeah, I'll jab his foot with the blunt into the spear. Twice, because apparently the first one doesn't hit.
It was a toss-up for me between Cloud of Daggers or Fireball.
Ooh, I'm glad you went
Or
leaded.
first Fireball and then Cloud of Daggers. Yeah.
At least with Fireball,
she
you
rolled-
can make a dex save.
Had she rolled better on her initiative, it was going to be Fireball and then Cloud of Daggers in the room she's currently in. But she rolled horrible. The 13 doesn't hit. The 13 doesn't hit. The unarmed will hit.
So 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Still up.
Was that with advantage?
Oh, that's right. You're
Oh,
fine.
good point.
By all means, roll 3 more. Put him back up to what he was. So the spear would hit, so both spears will hit.
Woohoo.
These are both one-handed.
Okay, the second one knocks him out.
That's for the fire breath.
An extra step.
And the fire breath was from her, she put it on him. She could put dragon's breath on someone as a bonus action.
Yeah, that left him at 3 hit points.
I figured it might. And you guys are out of combat.
Woohoo. I'm almost dead. Just almost.
Uh-huh.
I think we're all almost dead.
Yeah. Does anybody have 10 or more hit points?
Yeah, I've got 12.
Yeah, Kargath still has quite a bit. Clark's
You
at
got a
half.
heal though.
John took a lot, but he's not even at half.
Well,
John's
that's
at 10.
nice. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. And John will look at everybody, drag this guy out and get everybody in for like a group hug, and he'll do some healing on everybody. So this will be a weird time. So he can do 96 worth of healing. But he can only do one creature at a time, and he's got to do at least a d6 per person. So he'll burn. So 3 of them. So 9 points will go to Alric. $14 to Annie.
Yay.
$11 to Clark. And 5 to Hal. None on himself. So he's burned all his healing for the day.
Fuck, that's right, I've still got reduced maximum.
Yep. And Clark could do a couple more, but he's only got a couple healing spells left, so I think you guys are stable.
How is everyone's health actually looking for themselves?
Clark's okay. Kargath's not bad.
Barely over half. But I am over half.
Kerrigan, I think, is doing not bad.
He's also just over half.
No.
Kargath's going to look at everybody and go, well, I'm going to go start tying some of these guys up before they wake up.
Do I recognize any of them?
We will figure that out after our break.
While we're on our break, can Annie theoretically be disarming them, taking any weapons, and putting them in the bag of holding?
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'll say while we're on break, you guys are going through stuff, and I'll tell you what you see and find when we're back in 10.
Thank you.
Hooray! That was fun.
Time for coffee number 3.
That you can tell, most of these people...
Could I have done
Yep.
the ritual cast of Detect Magic
By all means.
over that 10 minutes?
Yeah. The only thing you're going to gauge... anything that's going to pop up is what you guys are all wearing. Pretty much everything you've seen the last time, but there are a few items on Zatanna There's nothing else coming from any of the other bodies. You do get... Eventually, you guys will head over to this side of the room, over here, and go through the doors, and you will find a lot more dolls. All in a room. Many rooms. In tiny little cages, each on their own. And a lot of them are angry. There's a few that are dormant, but most of these look like maybe they were the ones of all the people here. Maybe not all, but there are some ones that are kind of looking at you and not moving around a lot. Some are. It'll be hard to gauge which ones are, or who they are. Yeah. But there's a lot of them here.
Hate them all.
How are you going to grab some of them? Because you don't know if some of them are going to... Some of them might try to, stab you. Or are you just going to open the bag and use your foot and just kind of kick them all in?
Just open the mouth of the bag and just kind of scoop them up into the bag with the bag. Just
John eventually will start asking if any of these... He's just going to be calling out Zatanna's name. And eventually you do find one that seems to recognize John's voice. And he'd be able to tell that it's got to be Zatanna. So he's going to grab that one and go back and wait for everybody to put her soul back in.
Can I do something similar, calling out names of church people?
Yeah, we'll say you probably get a good... we'll say these 4 here, and there's probably like another 7.
Can I just chuck them in the bag of holding?
Yep.
Well, all marked with what they say, what name they recognize?
Yep, if you want to take the time, that'll probably kill at least 10 to 15 minutes while you have a building burning above you.
Yeah, chuck them in.
Okay. Yeah, like the smoke's slowly starting to come down here, but not yet. So yeah, once you have everything gathered up in the bag of holding, it's getting quite full. Not full yet, because there's quite a bit of room. But everyone, all the cultists are tied up. You've searched them, you've taken all their weapons away. You don't really recognize a lot of the people here, like probably in passing, like one could be a street vendor, one you've seen in a shop somewhere. There'll be a couple of people like helpers in your temple that are in here, but none of them recognize you without you finding the correct doll for them. Most of these people by now, like you knocked them out. They're tied up, so they're eventually coming back. Did you gag any of them?
We'll gag the 4 that was sturdier than the rest.
Okay.
I did definitely want to disarm all of them.
I assume that, yeah. They were knocked down enough that you guys can disarm them. They were pretty much crude weapons, nothing perfect here. Just the guys that have the armor, they're the only ones that really look like they were maybe guards outside, temple guards, you're not too sure. But for the most part, these look like just random people on the street. But they all have freshly shaved heads, tattoos that are still a little red. And I'll show you what the tattoo looks like once I find where it is. I'll stick it in Discord here for you. If everybody sees it, I assume.
Do I recognize it or anything?
Even if you gave me a nat 20, I'll tell you no.
Okay.
Yeah, something new.
Ew.
Yeah, so like a little star, almost like someone's put like a point in there and just did like a circle. It looks very crudely done, hastily done, and would have caused a lot of pain.
I
And that's
know
on the
we
top
haven't
of the
seen
head.
this specifically before, but does this give us any, does it spark anything about the moons, the different lunas?
No, this is a completely different symbol.
Okay, cool.
This is unrecognizable here to you guys,
Okay.
without asking someone who might know. Yep. Zatanna also has one on her head. John, you're gonna see he's trying to take care of her the best he can. She didn't take hardly any damage. I don't think she actually took any, did she?
Not so much damage, it's exhaustion.
Yeah, she took a little, yeah. But yes, immediately... Oh, sorry, he did a protection of good and evil. He doesn't need the doll. She is herself. Yeah. That's why she collapsed, sorry. I'll be fine. So yeah, she is slowly starting to rouse. But you can tell that it's been more than like a day without food and water for her. She looks quite gaunt, having trouble staying awake. He's just going to keep shaking her and put some water in her mouth, give her a little bit of food and all that. And it takes her probably a good 10 minutes to actually get back into the swing of where the hell she is. But she immediately gets 2 levels of exhaustion. She's just going to look around at everybody and go, John, took you long enough. What day is it? Where am I? John's just going to look at her and go, we'll figure that out later. Right now, we have a building that's on fire and we need to get the fuck out of here. Can you walk? She's going to try to walk, and she's going to need a little bit of help getting up. She's just basically draining whatever food and water he has currently on him. But yeah, you guys didn't find any money. There's nothing really here. If you guys give me investigation checks to see if you can figure out what's going on down here. And that one from Alric. Annie, this is pretty much where new recruits are brought in for interrogation, and just like anytime they are immediately first stabbed with a needle, this is where they were brought in to be told what to do.
Interesting.
And Zatanna looks like was put in charge.
Oh.
Can we tell what doll was hers? I know John grabbed it, but that's when you didn't realize.
Yeah, no, there wouldn't really be any way of telling. There's a few that are angry and trying to stab you while you're doing it, but for the most part, like more than half of them are dormant. Like just not trying to stab you. There were a couple. So maybe one of them, but hard to tell.
That's fun. I was just going to say burn it. I don't want to burn the wrong one.
Yeah, like if you wanted to take the time to figure out which ones were trying to stab you instead of just trying to figure out what the hell's going on, if you wanted to kill a couple, then I will let you do that.
Yeah, I don't want I don't think it's wise to potentially kill the wrong ones.
Okay. That's what I was hoping.
But if we could have found out that she was in charge, obviously meant she had a stronger demon in it than the rest. So if we could burn that one.
Yeah, it just looks like she was like in a place like where she was. Nice seat, chair. She had like a bunch of paperwork here. Nothing really that you'd be able to figure out because it's in a language none of you speak. John will pick them up and say, I'll deal with this later. He'd be able to read some of it because most of it's all in Abyssal. Just like the book that he grabbed.
Why have I got guess it's a language? Background.
Yep.
What a weird language to take.
I know. Yeah, he's got quite a few odd ones, but that's his.
Oh,
That's him.
I'm just going to remind everyone that there's a fire up top. We should get as many of these people out and dolls out. Can I have grabbed that top 7 that I recognise?
Sure. Yeah.
And none of those 7 match any of the ones in this room.
If you wanted to take the time to hold the doll up and see who the hell they are, that'd take a little bit of time, probably an extra 10 minutes.
Well, we can fit them all in the bag of holding, right? And then we can examine them once we're out of here.
Yeah, my only thought was if I could do it quick enough, we wouldn't have to carry a body out of here.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. They will still also be exhausted, so they might take them a little bit of time too.
I do have a wind fan that can at least clear the smoke out of our way as we go, so we're not going to choke on smoke.
True.
Can I go climb to the top of the ladder?
Yep.
And just check how much smoke is in the theater?
Pretty much the same as before. You might be able to tell that maybe they're fighting the fires outside somehow, so it hasn't really... Like, maybe parts of the building are on fire, but it's not in the shape of collapsing. But you would remember the front of the building is still demolished.
Can I ask John
Mhm.
if it's a smart idea to put the mirror over the top of the staircase and throw everyone into the witch's hut? Like the...
Ah, you're thinking with your head. I like that idea. Yep.
And
Yeah,
that would block the smoke from coming down here?
As long as, sure. Let's try that. I'd offer you
I'll
help, but
obviously ask Kargath to give a hand because it'll be a heavy mirror.
Kargath will come up with you, yeah. So yeah, well, it probably only takes you a good, 5 minutes to get up there, move everything around. Anything else you want to do while you're up top?
We've got everything up there, don't we? We've got all the dolls. Everything's been collected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I poke my head out a window or something to see how the crowd's going?
Yep. Give me an investigation, please. It is
I can't get out a window.
9 o'clock p.m. ish. A 1. You don't see anything. There's too much smoke in your general vicinity. But it is dark outside. Even a nat 1, you'd be able to tell it's getting dark out. But whether or not it's smoke or nighttime, you wouldn't be able to tell with a nat 1. I'll let Kargath, he'd probably come out and take a look too. 15's good enough for him to tell you that there's a lot of people outside, mostly guards. There's not a lot of people on the street, but there's a couple weird creatures going from rooftop to rooftop putting fires out, but more are starting. It's putting fires out, more are starting. And he's going to tell you it's some sort of water elemental.
Yeah.
That's fighting them.
Question for the DM.
Yep.
I can levitate myself at will.
Sure can.
I'm allowed to, but the spell's up to 500 pounds.
Yep.
That I can cast levitate on. So does that mean I can pick up a body and just levitate up and down the staircase and throw them into the mirror?
Yeah, I'd still... What's your strength? Is the levitate on you, or can it go on someone else? I can't remember.
I can cast it on someone else as a spell,
Okay.
but I get it
Kargath-
as a cantrip on myself.
Okay. Kargath would be probably the best to put it on, because he's got a 16 strength. He'd be...
I don't have a spell to do it with, because it's a level 2 spell.
Okay. So yes.
But
it would take a little bit of time, but yeah. It's quite
because I have a
tight
13 strength.
Okay.
So it's not like I'd be weak to do it.
Nope. Between the two of you, it'd still probably take a bit, but yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking, instead of trying to carry people up the stairs all the time,
Yep.
if I can just treat myself as an elevator.
Sure. I am okay with that. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
Still probably faster than trying to carry him up a staircase.
And I will put all these bodies in that place for now. Alright. So yeah, over the course of, we'll say, like another 10-15 minutes, you do manage to get all these guys up there with Kargath's health. And all these are now in the bag of holding, so it's just you guys left in here. So what would you like to do after all that is done?
GTFO.
With the spell light, can I do more than one target at a time?
The light spell?
Yeah.
You'd have to post it. I don't know it offhand. It's a level 1, or...
It's a cantrip, so I can do it more than once, but it
You can
says
do,
you just touch the object.
You can
It
do
never says anything about I can't do more than one.
cantrips, I believe you can only do 3 at a time. Like, you can only have 3 running at a time. So you'd be able to use light on, like, 3 objects, but you wouldn't be able... If you did another cantrip, it would get rid of the light unless you do light again.
Yeah, because do all of us have dark vision except for me?
Clark's got 120. Kargath has 120. John's got 120. Zatanna's got none.
And
Alric's got lots. I think Annie's got some.
she there?
I honestly don't know. I'm looking.
What's your dark vision? I thought one of you.
I'm sorry, I'm trying. I zoned out. Go what? Got what?
You have lots of dark
yes,
vision.
I do.
Don't you? Yeah. Okay. I think
Yeah, everyone's
does.
got it.
Yeah.
No, that's right. I was just going to say, I'll just start lighting up, dropping the light spell around so we have a bit more light to get some stuff.
Yeah. There's lots of
I mean-
candles that are lit here, so it's actually
Yeah.
not too bad, but it's still dim light.
I mean, Kerrigan can't see, but we can also just like hold on to him.
He can see enough. Yeah.
Can I strength check to pick Karrigan to get him up the ladder? Or are we just going to let him try climb or jump
He
up to
can
15
climb. He
feet?
has a 40-foot climb speed.
Yeah. He'd be fine. Yeah.
He'll be fine. This room's empty.
Yep. Like, there's food stuffs and stuff down here. Like, it's a place that you could stay down here for quite a while. Eat down here, to sleep down here.
Yeah, but we're on a time schedule.
Sure.
He's like, yep, you've got 3 hours left of that time schedule.
Well, you're not really on a... your time limit was for John to get sacrificed. Had you not found him before the eclipse, he was dead. He'd be now a soul bag.
Soul back.
Yep. She was using him to create a new soul bag.
Well, theoretically, too, I mean, if we don't find these bodies that these dolls go with, though, I mean, they're gonna, like, starve to death, right?
Yeah, they'll still be able to function, but as soon as we put the soul back in the body, it'll die.
Right, then they're screwed, yeah.
So we're still on that much of a time gap.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing Zatanna at level 2 exhaustion and the other one at level 2, do I know how long they've been weird at the church?
Nope. No, you'd have to go inside and ask someone the daytime what's going on.
No, like, because I went out to find help for people in the church.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know how long the ones at the church were bad for? Like, started to turn funny?
Oh, like how long the dolls have been there, you mean?
Well,
Or the
you
people outside?
said that part of me coming out to join these guys was
Yep.
looking for John to
Oh.
help me with
Right. It
people at church become funny.
It was 2 days since you had last seen John. And
So I'm guessing it'd be
probably-
3-4 days.
Yes. Things were starting to get weird before that. Like, this would have started, like, probably 2 or 3 weeks previous. And just over the course, like, one doll to next doll. It would have taken a while for all this to not get noticed. So some people might have been longer than a week already.
Which I'll pass on. So we've probably lost some of these people when we finally go around to put the bodies back.
Man.
Some of them could have been told to eat. It all depends. So until you actually start finding the correct people, not everybody looks like they're down, because Zatanna's only really been a few days, because she left around the same time as John. But you do know time's been a little strange and iffy, so you don't know exactly how long.
Do you want to head to the church? The temple?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Just as a reminder, did you leave any way of getting out? Or is this now permanently where the mirror is?
I left it that this was permanently where the mirror is, but I would have put an edge of the mirror that we could have picked up to move.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like, leave the room so
the
at least
mirror
we're
would
not...
have, like, the door itself is fair, like, it's only like a small 2-foot hatch. So you would have had to position it somewhere enough that you could lift it and move it. It would have been,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it would have been hard to do in order
Yeah.
to get the mirror out of the way so you can crawl out.
But I mean, we could still crawl out the mirror and then go out the house.
Yep, you'd have to come back into the theater to move the mirror again, though. Because I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't have been able to position it so you could move the mirror again. It's a one-way right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'd still be able to go out through the house.
correct. But not through the theater right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So eventually, we'll move you back over to the theater, to Endolin's theater, where you guys are now coming through that lovely portal. With everybody tied up on the side. And I think that's probably a good place to end. Because it is 8 o'clock. So I think we will pick up next session when you guys get back through the portal.